To start your drip project, you want to take your pencil and draw a few drips. I chose to just do 2 big continuous ones. You don't want to do too many. And then you are going to use some yarn. You'll need just a little bit, enough to fit on each piece or whatever you drew out with your pencil. And I'm going to take liquid glue and trace over just part of it, not the whole thing, just so it's less messy. And I'm just going to very carefully put my yarn down over that liquid glue until I've done all of my pencil lines. Now that I've finished that step, I'm going to go in and just put a little bit of glue, not a lot, filling in all the rest of that space so that we can stick our foil down on top. So once I've done that, I'm very carefully going to start at the top and press my foil down, and notice I'm trying to work around my pieces of yarn so that they stand out and we can see them a little bit better. Once you've pushed your foil down along the front side, you're going to want to fold it over on the back. I usually tape it down too, just to make it stay so that it's not going everywhere and in my way. You can also take an embossing tool that I have, and you can push around your yarn a little bit more so that you can see it better. And so notice I'm being really gentle. I'm not pushing too hard, otherwise I'm going to put a hole through my foil. So I'm just kind of working around that so it stands out a little bit more. Once you've done all that, you will use Sharpie to go in and start making lines to your drips. I always start by following that first drip that I have and kind of working my way up instead of working my way down, just so that you're following that line, because if you start at the top, you may not get that same shape and it might look kind of funny. Something else to think about is just how thick and thin your lines are. You might want to change that. So I could make one section really thick, I could make one really thin. It's up to you how you want it to look. And you know, if your Sharpie kind of goes off of the line that you're working on, just make that one thicker so that you can make it work and it won't look odd. Something else to think about is just that whatever colors you put next to each other might kind of touch and might try to mix on the edge. So I wouldn't put like orange next to blue because it could mix and look kind of funny. If you accidentally do, not a big deal. And so you can see here, I decided to go on the opposite side of my yarn so you could see that. I usually leave my yarn silver just so it stands out even more. You could even leave another section silver too if you wanted to.